So in Science of Mind, as we look at the technology, once again, welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. In Science of Mind, we look at the season, at the time of the year, that it represents the illumination. It represents the light. That light which is the inner essence of each and every one of us. For it has special meaning. It has shown up in all of the traditions, in all of the faiths, and all of the cultures. In ancient times, people recognized this time of the year because of the winter solstice. Technically, they may not have understood that at that point in time that the earth was tilted just on that right and perfect way in which it began to shift and move just slightly so that there was an experience of darkness in the longest night of the year. And then each day, ever so gradually, more and more light began to come into the world. And they knew that this occurred with continuity, that it was forever designed and planned by something greater than any individual or any collective group. That it was something that they did not have control over, but they knew that somehow, in some way, it brought the light into their life. It brought the light back into the fields, into the trees, into the life that was experiencing itself on this earth. And so they knew at a deep level, because they had not yet been caught up in the busyness or the retail or the experience that's going on in different parts of the world, but they were there in that moment to recognize that the light came forth. And so today we take this time on this particular Sunday because it happens to be that Christmas falls right here today. And so this is Christmas. And it has come to pass, as it must sometimes, for all people, that there is sent out a decree from the heart that all the world of effects must be inventoried. And all must go, each into his own city, where none other may enter the realm of the human mind. For this is our Bethlehem, crowded with random thoughts, confusion, and questions, where there has been no peace, no room to give birth to our Christ consciousness. But it is meant that your days should be fulfilling, so that with your mature inner strength and soul of love, there is carried the infant knowing, your Christ consciousness. As you enter this city and seek shelter, there is a stable of rest to reveal your center of light. In this holy and sacred space, you bring forth the infinite potential, the longing of your heart. There is a warmth created to nurture the power of truth born unto you this night. And there, in the same country of your mind, are the shepherds of your intuition and feelings, keeping watch over the thoughts yet unknown, waiting in the darkness of uncertainty. And lo, the angel of the Lord, your inner guidance, speaks unto you, and the glory and the truth of your being shines as a great light all around. Be not afraid of your intuition, for it speaks of great joy that shall be to all people. For into your conscious awareness this day has been born a Savior, your Christ consciousness. Your intuition and your multitudes of feelings shall sing glory to the power of truth. And in your highest knowing, and on the earth of your daily affairs, you shall know peace and goodwill toward all. And when it appears this inner guidance has left you, return to the cradle of your heart and proclaim your eternal potential. In the silence of the soul, return to the sacred space within. For this awareness requires care and nurturing, as does the infant child. Now, when your Christ potential has been born into the conscious mind, you abide in a state of awareness. This is your Jerusalem. And to your Jerusalem there comes the three kings: intelligence, wisdom, and knowing. And inquiring, they ask, "Where is the child? For we have seen the light of truth, which is the star of illumination, and we have come to pay honor." Beware of Herod, that part of your ego, which is opposed to the new and still clings to the old beliefs. It may become troubled and seek to gather evidence that this potential does not exist. But follow the star, the light of truth within, whose source is both eternal and internal. And come again to the sacred place of your being, your center of light, and present the gifts of spirit. Gold for the richness of life, frankincense for the beauty of life, myrrh for the eternality of life. Be cautious of when you may leave this consciousness of Christ. For when you have experienced this great awareness, there is no returning to where you were before. It is appropriate in this time of year to silence our thoughts and look within. It is an opportunity to expand upon our vision of life, to know that we become co-creators with life. And in that creation, we contribute to peace on earth and to the good of all people everywhere. May this Christmas day be the day of birth into greater good, greater than we have ever experienced before. May we all be blessed, and may there be peace on earth. Namaste.